The scientific method has been around for centuries and has formed the basis for progress in all types of fields. Nowadays, it's been codified into a system where researchers can publish new conclusions. However, like any system where playing by the rules is the expectation, some people abuse it. I'm sure many of you have heard of Andrew Wakefield, the researcher who created and encouraged the entire MMR vaccine controversy on the back of fabricated data. However, you might not know about the fact that 40% of researchers fail to report known fraud, or that prescription drugs in the United States is a fourth leading cause of death. The ultimate problem is that in the current research system, based on the individual ethics and honor of researchers, the abuse of a few costs the world the time and money to disprove the fabricated claims, as well as the lives and health of patients who trust these trials and medications.
This was a clinical drug trial, a phase 1 trial. That it means it was the first time it was being tried out on humans. After animal testing, it was determined that it was ready for phase 1, ready to determine if it is safe for human consumption. And so a test involving about 128 people. And of that group, well, there is real concern about 6 people. These people are all part of the same subgroup, if you like. They were all on the same dose, taking this substance repeatedly. And the result, as you say, is that one person is now brain dead. 3 others could have irreparable disabilities. Another person is also unwell in the fight.
If we're going to take a look at what the root causes are, we have to remember that the current academic culture is results-based. If a researcher discovers the next big breakthrough, they win a Nobel Prize. If they don't, they get nothing. And this is how it works across all fields, for every discovery from the smallest discovery to the biggest. Problem being, it encourages people to make up discoveries. Take a look at all of the major fabricated data cases. Examples: Anil Pati at Duke University from 2010 fabricated data supporting several treatments of cancer, as well as credentials in order to receive large sums of grant money. Wang Woo-suk, a Korean researcher from 2006, fabricated data for much of his research in stem cells in order to receive both grant money and awards. Research, unfortunately, has become results-oriented to the point that researchers are actively making up data in order to get the results they need. There is a reason that the saying "publish or perish" is so widespread. If you do not get consistent positive results, you will not find any support for your projects. My proposal revolves around changing things at the university level. Currently, universities are one of the biggest avenues into the research scene. The bigger universities tend to also be centers of research, with a lot of the federal grant money being funneled there. However, despite this funding, reports of research misconduct is often handled internally and individually. In egregious cases, the investigation might be handed over to a federal agency, but for the most part, the process is decentralized. The problem with this is that without centralization, it's difficult to get proper recognition of the problem. In this case, these causes are systemic globally and embedded within the culture of research. Thus, from the standpoint of the United States government, it's important to get universities to actively work together. My proposal will function simply as a first step into solving this problem. Universities would be approached and invited to participate in a new committee that would be part of the current Office of Research Integrity. The regional accreditors as well as specialized accreditors would also participate. After some time, participation in the committee would become a requirement for accreditation. The purpose of the committee would be to enforce universal initiatives designed to attack the root causes of research misconduct. These would include incentivizing the publishing of negative studies, attacking the current stigma against negative studies, as well as standardizing research misconduct investigations and punishments across every university. We would require the input of each university of every size to ensure the process is fair to everyone while meeting the goals of the government. Obviously, while this would slow down the speed at which research could be conducted, it would be impossible to ensure a balance is met. While this proposal does not directly affect private institutions, a large portion of research is conducted within universities and using university facilities. So given enough time, the research culture itself should change.